It was a quiet Wednesday evening at a small, cozy diner located on the outskirts of a busy city. The kind of place where regulars knew the servers by name and the smell of coffee and freshly baked pies filled the air. The dinner rush had ended, and the waitstaff was preparing to wind down for the night. Among them was Emma, a hardworking waitress in her late 20s who had been working at the diner for over 6 years. She had always been known for her warmth, radiant smile, and genuine care for the customers. Emma was going through a tough time. Her son, Danny, had been in and out of the hospital for the past year due to a serious medical condition. Despite her best efforts, she was behind on medical bills, rent, and struggling to stay positive. She didn't let any of her troubles show at work, but her tired eyes hinted at the burden she carried. That night, a young man, tall and unassuming, walked into the diner. He wore a plain hoodie and jeans and kept his head low, almost as if he didn't want to draw any attention. Emma greeted him warmly as she would any other customer. "Hi there. Welcome to Joe's Diner. Can I get you a booth or a seat at the counter?" she asked with a smile. "A booth would be great, thank you," the young man replied politely. Emma guided him to a quiet corner booth and handed him a menu. "My name's Emma, and I'll be your server tonight. Let me know if you need any recommendations," she offered. He glanced at the menu and smiled. "Thanks, Emma. I think I'll just go with a cheeseburger and fries. Oh, and a milkshake, vanilla, please." "Coming right up." Emma jotted down his order and walked away to the kitchen. As she prepared his order, Emma couldn't shake the feeling that she had seen the young man before. His face looked familiar, but she couldn't quite place it. Maybe he was the son of one of the regulars. Still, she didn't dwell on it and focused on her work. When the food was ready, Emma returned with the tray. "Here you go. 1 cheeseburger, fries, and a vanilla milkshake. Let me know if you need anything else." "Thanks, Emma. This looks perfect," the young man said with a sincere smile. Over the course of the meal, they exchanged small talk. Emma learned that his name was Barron, and he was in town visiting family. He asked her about the diner, and she shared a few stories about the regulars and her experiences working there. "You seem like you really care about this place and the people here," Barron observed. "I do," Emma said softly. "It's like a second home. The customers are like family. I've been through a lot lately, but coming here and seeing friendly faces helps me get through it." Barron nodded thoughtfully but didn't press further. He could sense that there was more to her story, but he respected her privacy. When he finished his meal, he asked for the check. Emma quickly brought it over and thanked him for visiting. "Take your time. No rush," she said before walking away to give him space. A few minutes later, Barron stood up and placed the check on the table, along with a folded note and a tip. He nodded to Emma on his way out. "Thank you, Emma. Have a good night." "You too." "Take care," she replied, watching him leave. When she returned to the table, Emma picked up the check and froze. The tip was $1,000. Her hands trembled as she unfolded the note, and tears welled in her eyes as she read it. "Emma, I can see that you're going through something tough, but you're strong. You remind me of someone who once helped my family when we needed it the most. I wanted to pay it forward. Never give up. You're not alone. Barron Trump." Emma couldn't believe it. Barron Trump. That's why he had looked so familiar. She had seen his face in the news before, but he had been so humble and kind that she hadn't recognized him right away. Her co-worker, Sarah, noticed Emma standing there with tears streaming down her face. "Emma, are you okay? What happened?" Emma showed Sarah the note and the tip. He just gave me this. I had no idea who he was. He didn't act like someone important. He was just kind." Sarah's eyes widened in shock. "Oh my God, Emma. This is incredible. You deserve this more than anyone." Emma wiped her tears and smiled through the overwhelming emotions. For the first time in months, she felt a glimmer of hope. The weight on her shoulders felt just a little lighter. She knew that this act of kindness wouldn't solve all her problems overnight, but it reminded her that there were good people in the world who cared. That night, Emma called her mother and told her what had happened. "Mom, you won't believe this. A young man came into the diner tonight, and he did something amazing for me. He left me $1,000 tip and a note telling me to stay strong. It was Barron Trump." Her mother gasped. "Emma, that's a blessing. You've always worked so hard and helped others. It's about time someone did something for you." As the days passed, Emma's story spread around the community. Customers came in and shared their own stories of kindness and generosity, inspired by what had happened to her. The diner became a symbol of hope, a place where people came not just for food, but for connection and support. And Emma? She continued to work hard, but now with renewed strength and gratitude. She saved the note Barron had written and kept it in her wallet as a daily reminder that even in the darkest moments, a simple act of kindness could change everything.